Hello and welcome back to Project Berlingo. It started pouring the rain, so I was going to go home, but I can't because I was going to walk the dog, so I'm having to wait until my dad comes back to get a lift. So in this time, I thought I would do a quick video while I've got the doors down and nobody coming in pestering, and say hello to Harvey. He's my dog. I think he just wants to go home as well. Right, so, the Berlingo van. I'm doing this video as a separate video because it's quite a common fault on Citroen and Peugeots. Is you'll come into the interior here and you'll notice that when you put your ignition on, because I don't have the keys, 2 moments. When you put the ignition on, you don't have the centre display. And Citroen and Peugeot won't sell you the bulbs, usually. You've got to buy the whole unit, which is convenient. The usual rubbish with dealers. So there we go. Switch it on. Ignition on. And as you can see, nothing. These are lit up. Lights on. Notice these are, they're working today. They weren't yesterday. As you can see, nothing. So when you put the radio on, nothing comes on. You don't know the time or nothing. So, Citroen and Peugeot say you've got to buy this whole display. So Auto Bulbs Direct, if you're interested in this, I'll leave a comment below. They sell these cost $6.50 posted, and they're not really listed for this vehicle, but they do work 100%. So what you need are these little plastic tools called spacks. These are fantastic, because if you ram a screwdriver into here, you will just cause problems and mark it and stuff. So you just wedge it in down there, and you just lift it up. And once you've got it lifted, you get your hand in, and obviously wedge that in, and you just lift it up. If you just bear with this, I can't do all this one-handed. I'll have to cut in and out. So you just do what I've done there. You just wedge it in at the corner, lift it, and then the whole unit just lifts off as so. Just put that to one side, and you'll need 2 torques down here. I'm going to go and get a torque, and I'm going to go and get a light so we can see what we're doing. Right, so welcome back. I've got the torcher. I don't know how good of a job that's doing. And you need, I believe, which size is this? What's that? A T15 torque. Two, one on each side. You just take those off and then remove the unit. So once you've removed those, I suggest you put them in a safe place, because if you drop them, they'll go right down inside the dashboard. Kiss goodbye to them. All you need to do is just disconnect this little wire, which all you do is you just push it in and it lifts the little tab over. So push down, try to do this one-handed, and then lift the tab, which then releases the plug, and then it's just in with the wire in there. And then we'll take this out and we'll go to the bench where it's a bit more lighter, and I'll show you what you do. Right, so this is what we're looking at. There's the 3 little units, the same as the 3 I've got. All you need is a pair of little snips, just a little thin nose pair of pliers, and you just give them a quarter of a turn and they should just pop out. I should have really had my tripod here, but I haven't got it. This is a last minute thing. So all you do, I'll try and do this one-handed, is you just get them on, quarter of a turn, and they pop out. You can just change the bulb on these, but what you tend to find is the actual I don't know what happened to my phone there. You just get the bulb and you just simply place it in. And then obviously 2 moments. Difficult trying to do this one-handed. So you just put it into the slots and I'll give it a half a turn. I've just got to just push on a little bit there to turn it. There we go. And there we go. Just quarter of a turn in that in. And as you can see in the background there, it's just like a little T-piece. And you can see the 2 contacts just go in. You get the idea. Just be very gentle with them. Quarter of a turn and that locks them in place. There we go. I'm not going to lie, that one's a lot more difficult because of this plug. As you can see, sits right in the way, which can't be moved. So there, now that's the 3 of them in. Worthwhile just plugging it in and testing it first, because there's no guarantee this is going to work. In fact, before I do that, I'm just going to give this thing a rub down because it's full of dust. There we go. Just use literally a bit of glass cleaner. Obviously being careful not to get it inside the unit or anything like that. What I do find with these, when you fiddle on, I've got a feeling this end bulb might not work, because when you fiddle with them, they sometimes don't get a very good hold. So again, same process. We'll just plug the plug in. I'm going to have to just pause to do this because it requires 2 hands. Right, now that's it plugged in. As you can see with that unit, you've got to just, again, put it into place and pull the little lever over and tuck those wires in. As you can see with Citroen and Peugeot, why they get a terrible name for bad wiring. Just look at the quality on that. It's just absolutely rubbish, you know. This is why I say, you know, just to watch out with them. So we'll switch the ignition on and we'll see if it works. There we go. I think, like I've mentioned, I'm not 100% sure, but the bulb over here, I might just have a bit more fiddle on with that one and see. But now when we switch the radio on, there we go. Obviously, I'm not going to put that on for copyright reasons, so there you go. That's how you get your display. I'm not sure if it's that advanced to tell you when you've got a door open or anything like that in a van. Nah, nothing like that. But it does obviously tell you the date and the time and all of your radio controls. So it's just a case of put the two Torx back in, and this case just simply pops back on top. Job done. So that's how you replace, it's called the multifunction display, the bulbs in that, and I will put the link below of where you get the bulbs from. So if you like the video, like, comment and subscribe. If you enjoy watching the content, hit the subscribe button. It's totally free. It all helps the numbers on my channel. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you in another video. Bye.